You know, I wasn't going to make a video on this, and I know I should have done it yesterday, but I had my How Not to Summon a Demon Lord episode. But welcome back, guys, to a fall anime review. Well, more of a first impressions. I don't know if I'm actually going to cover this, and I guess if you guys want me to cover this, do let me know. But it's gonna be a very... I might do it on Wednesdays or Thursdays, but it most likely Wednesdays if it does happen. But as I said, it's up to you guys. But anyway, so Senpai is a bunny girl. Now, my first impressions at first were the animation's good. It's made by Cloverwork, and let me tell you, they're trying to go to war with me again. I remember. I don't forget, Cloverwork, what you did to Darling and the Franxx. I will never forget that. And let me tell you, they even put references what happened to Zero Two with, Saku's a freaking sister. I'm just like, you want to go to war? You want to go to war, Blackie? You want to go to war? Because we can. I have no problem. And let me tell you, it hurt. It hurt to remember that. And that's one thing they're never going to get rid of, Cloverworks, sadly. And a little background on Cloverworks. It is actually a studio that is a mix of A1 and Trigger, but Trigger pulled out, so yeah, we can talk about that in another video. But anyway, so we basically meet these characters, and the first vibe I get from the main character, it kind of reminds me of Hachiman from my teen romantic comedy, Snafu, which is the second season, and for, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, he reminds me of the personality, kind of not really caring, but kind of opens up to certain people. And unlike Hachiman, he actually has two friends at the beginning. Hachiman didn't at all until he, well, he had one, but he didn't really count him as a friend. But this guy has two, which is, pretty cool. And one of his friends is Yuma, sorry. And we meet his girlfriend, which reminds me of another character in my teenage romantic comedy. But oh my god, she's horrible. Like, she was threatening Saku about not to hang out with her boyfriend because his popularity is going to go down the tube because of him. I'm like, damn. And the main reason why this is all happening is because Saku has this rumor, which is false, we find out later on, but about how he put 3 kids in the hospital. And it was very interesting to hear about that rumor, and I know I'm going to be all over the place. This isn't a episode review, this is a first impressions, as I keep saying. But apparently he has 3 scars, and this is basically, this entire anime is going to be revolving around the adolescent syndrome, which is a very interesting thing. I do suggest you do look it up, because they talk a little bit about it briefly, but it's a bigger thing than what they said in the anime. But it seems like it's going to focus around that, and I know people are already going on with the... I keep forgetting it's Mono something. I forgot the anime name because I don't know. I never liked that series. I tried to watch it. I watched about half of the entire thing, and just, I don't know. It wasn't my thing, so I'm not going to bash anyone for liking it, of course. But we kind of see the focal point basically with that, and reasoning of why we see Kanade, which is Saku's sister, not going to school, and it's all because of this syndrome that it basically maims them. He has like scars on his chest, Saku, and Kanade kind of just really got badly cut, and that's why I said, you want to go to war, Blake? More of, do you want to go to war, Cloverwork? Do you want to? Because we can. I'm not gonna lie. When the random slash said no, people are like, oh, you're just making assumptions. No. Cloverwork did Darling and the Franxx, and having something like that is obviously a homage to what they originally did. And as I said, I respect companies that do that, because it's pretty cool. And I know people with Darling and the Franxx kind of, it's like Eve, it's the Eve writers that wrote it, so what do you want? But off of that subject, back to Money Senpai. Basically, May is a little background of her. She's kind of like a popular or a celebrity. She used to do, TV shows as a kid, and she basically started to not like the attention. She wanted to basically be by herself, and she didn't want to be recognized wherever she went because it gets in her way of enjoying herself. And I actually can understand sometimes where she's coming from, because you hear these stories of these celebrities saying the same exact thing, because once you become famous, what do you have? You don't have your privacy anymore. Anything you do, any little thing you do, will be, on the public face. Oh, look at she did kind of thing. And she actually started to wish about how she didn't want to be seen by anyone. And all of a sudden, on 4-day weekends, she wasn't being able to be seen. And that's why she put on the bunny girl outfit, because she thought she could get away with it. And it could, in her reality is she wanted someone to realize that she's there. Because going to, like, the train scene, she was looking at that to the couple, from the movie ad, and it's obvious that she wants to be in a romance. It's clear as day that she wants to be in a romance, and it's actually kind of funny because Saku was very interested into her. And even after she told him not to get involved with her, he still went with it. And that's why he really reminds me of Hachiman. Because Hachiman, at first in Snafu, wasn't really a open person, but he did open up to Yui a lot. And that's who, Yuma's girlfriend reminds me of. And it's just, like, well, character-wise, before we go further, I know people are going to comment, oh, you're horrible. But it's just very interesting how this is all playing out. Now, and the one thing I have to say I loved in this entire thing is they're actually talking about the cat in the box theory. I'm not going to try to pronounce the actual name of the theory because I can't, and I don't want to see ignorant and beg for Patreon money. But anyways, basically, if you don't know that theory, there's a cat in this box, there's radiation near it. You don't know if the cat is dead or alive until you look in the box. If you don't look in the box, the cat is alive still. But if you look in the box, the cat's dead. It's all a matter of perspective, and this is actually a little, I don't know, I really like these. It's a multi-universe kind of theorem, I guess, connected to that, but it's just, I love those theorems because it just opens your mind. I know this might like turn people away from it, because I know when people actually have to think in anime, sometimes they just don't like it, and I understand where they're coming from, because you're watching an anime to enjoy it. I enjoy, brain teasers. I really do. It's quite interesting, and I hope they do well with this anime, because so far it looks good. I enjoy it, and I just really like the Saku and Mei's relationship, because they're bonded by this syndrome, and it goes well together, and I just really love, like, Kanade, because she's a very shy person, and, of course you have the Yumoto relationship, but at this point it's more of a joke to be put in, so I know people get turned off by that, but so far I enjoy it. I really hope Cloverwork kind of learnt from Darling in the Franxx to be very cautious what they do and not mess it up at the end. I actually don't know how many episodes are going to be in this, but my guess probably 13 to 12. I know someone will tell me in the comments, but honestly, I know I'm not still over Darling in the Franxx if you haven't noticed. It's just, I like the animation. I really do, and I don't know anyone actually paid attention to this, but when she actually squeezed Saku, it actually left a kind of a red mark, and that's kind of rare to see in anime, because they're like, oh, I'm resilient, don't worry, 'tis a flesh wound. And I like that part of the animation. The opening song is pretty good. The ending song, it's there, it's not bad, but hey, next episode is going to be a date for them. I honestly can't wait to watch the next one. As I said, though, if you do want me to cover this, do tell me in the comments down below. But anyways, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to comment, and most importantly, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. What else do you get free in this world? Exactly. But anyways, guys, this is Austin the Doctor, sign out. Peace.